Howdy, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm working a stone that I got from Kurt over there at Rock.Hounding.Adventures. It is a chunk of Utah Yellowcat, and we're going to see if it'll take a polish. Let's get into it. Okay, we're taking a break here to show you the importance of checking your work as you're sanding a stone. I typically have some kind of dry rag or towel nearby, just kind of wipe off the surface as I'm working it. So I'll be constantly checking the stone at each stage. The lower the grit stage is, the more often I'm checking, and I'll show you here in a second. So we already used the 180 grit hard diamond wheel to shape this to get down all the high spots. Now we're working on the 280 grit soft Nova wheel to get out the previous sand marks from the hard diamond wheel. And I'll show you what that looks like. So this looks nice now, but let's get rid of the water. And then we're going to dry the stone just a little. Completely drying the stone will show you exactly where you have to keep sanding to get rid of those previous marks. Some might say the secret is in the polishing compound that you use, or whatever grit wheel is the highest. No. The important stages of polishing a stone are in the lower grit stages and spending time to get rid of all these marks. The more time that you spend on the lower grit stages, i.e. 100 grit, 220, 280, whatever it might be, you want to get all these out. And then once you can get all these out, double check your work again, then go to the higher grit stages like 400, 600, and then from there you can go to the 1200, 3000 wheel, and you will see a huge difference. Because if you just take this to the 600 right now, these scratches will not come out. They will still be there and will not have such a nice finish. And one thing I do want to point out too, the bigger the surface area, the longer that these scratches can take to get out. And you really have to know your material too. You can kind of see that there are some fractures here in the material. One right there. I think there's one right there. You got a crack right there and a bunch of fractures right here. Which means if I were to dry sand this, of course I'll use protection for my lungs on the sanding wheel over there. If this stone gets too hot, it will chip out, it will fracture even more, and it will not be good. So I have to be very careful when working this stone. Same thing, and I'll show you a future project that I'm working on as well. This is actually a customer project. This is rose quartz. Now I am nowhere near done with these pieces. I got them nice and shaped. The biggest thing that I am working on is getting, as you can kind of see right there, all those sanding marks out. That's one thing you do have to take into consideration if you are doing large projects like this and you have multiple faces to really work, is you have more faces to check up on. And rose quartz is also one of those stones that has a tendency to chip out or fracture if it gets too hot. And you can kind of see the spot right here. You can see the conchoidal fracturing going on right there on the inside, or just fracturing in general. But these pieces will turn out really nice. It's just they take a little bit more love and care to get rid of all of these marks. So I'm looking forward to get that done. But for the time being, we're going to work on getting this done really quick. I just want to show you kind of what to look out for and why it's important to be very diligent on working in the lower grit stages to have a better outcome for a nice shine at the end. Okay, so we are done removing the scratches from the hard diamond wheel. That was a 180 grit hard diamond wheel. I did use a combination of this machine and my Expando wheel. So that's a 100 grit sandpaper that I use on the left hand side. And then I used a 280 grit Diamond Pacific Nova wheel to get this finish. And as you can see, those grind marks from the 180 grit diamond wheel are all gone. We are now ready for the next stage. The next stage being 600 grit Nova wheel, and then after that will be the 1200 grit, and after that will be the 3000 grit. I'm going to try something. I'm going to see if I can get a nice polish with a 3000, and to see if I can skip the step of using the Berber carpet polishing pad. I've been pretty lucky so far, so let's see if we can keep being lucky and go from there. See, while we're getting things set up here, I do want to say that if you do want to get your own Nova wheels, I do have a link in the description of this video that goes to Kingsley North, and from there you can get your lapidary equipment. And if you use that link, it's an affiliate link, so whatever you purchase, a small percentage comes back to the channel and helps me out. So it's a win for you and it's a win for me. So let's shine up this rock. Alright, so the 600 grit wheel is all done. I would say that is ready for the next stage, which is the 1200 grit Nova wheel. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get back to work. Okay, we're all done with the 1200 grit Nova wheel, and this is what the surface looks like before we take it to the 3000. You probably think, oh, that's polished enough. It's never polished enough. So we're going to take it to the 3000 grit wheel and make it shine even more. I think what I'll do is I'll do half, and then we'll see if there's a really noticeable difference. Alright, we'll see what it looks like here. I think what I might do is in the future I'll do a piece of obsidian so the contrast is more noticeable between the 1200 and the 3000. So this is the 1200 side, and that is the 3000 side. So yeah, you can see the difference. This is more glossy, and then so the transition is like right in the middle right here. So we have 3000, 1200. Can you tell the difference? So let's go ahead and get this finished. And just like that, we are all done. Just look at that beautiful high gloss finish. Again, the detail is in making sure that you follow through with each polishing stage to get all the previous scratches out. Beautiful. Again, thank you, Kurt, for this awesome stone. This will go in the rock room. I really appreciate it. Just look at the colors. Beautiful stone. Beautiful. It kind of looks like a fish. You guys see it? Let me know if you see it. That was not done on purpose. But I'm glad it worked out like that. Well, as you can see, that this Utah Yellowcat turned out amazing. Just the colors, the shine, and the fact that it kind of looks like a little fish. You can't beat that. So again, thank you so much, Kurt, for this amazing gift. I'm so glad I took a polish. And yeah, go check out his channel, Rock.Hounding.Adventures. I'll have a link in the description of this video. Go check him out, subscribe to his channel, show him some love, and I will see you guys in the next video. Rock on.